There are two ways to find exploits. One is automatic and the second is manual. So let's first look at the manual way. We can go to a website called github.com, which is a website many programmers use to store their code. We can type github.com and we just enlarge it. So you'll see a search bar here, and we can search, for example, for exploit for WordPress. Press enter, and you see a lot of projects here, different codes. If you are interested maybe in a plugin, exploit for a WordPress plugin, you'll see there's some exploits here for many different plugins. So let's say this one, the file manager, which had an exploit for version in 2020. So you'll see there's the code here, wp filemanager.sh, and they also provide you with some information on how to run it, so how to exploit that WordPress system. Now, sometimes they'll add some screenshots. So you can search on github.com for different vulnerabilities. So we search for WordPress plugin or whichever software you're interested in. So in this case, we found 71 exploits on github.com, which not too many. So perhaps we need to search in another way. For example, there's a tool called Searchploit, which is an automated search tool for exploits. Let's close this. We'll open a terminal and we'll type Searchploit with WordPress, and you'll see many exploits. So even exploits for themes. We were interested in WordPress plugins. You'll see some exploits for WordPress plugins. Another way to search for exploit is using the Metasploit console. This is a very popular hacking tool. So if I type MSF console, you'll see it opens up the Metasploit console. Now it takes a moment to load, and it has some picture whenever it starts. So you can type search which software that you're interested to exploit. So let's say search WordPress plugin. And here you'll see different exploits for WordPress, so for different plugins. Now scroll up here, you'll see that there's a ranking for them. So some are normal exploits and some are excellent. And it also has some description here. So see if I can make this window a bit larger, so it's better readable. So you'll see different plugins. Maybe an interesting one is to get a remote shell. So you'll see here admin shell uploads. So this is probably a very interesting exploit, which will give you root shell access, so complete control over the computer. So whenever you have shell access, that is a really great exploit. And you'll see different exploits here that you can use. So Metasploit is another tool you can search for plugins. So maybe you're not interested in WordPress, but in another type of software. Let's say Windows. So you can find stuff for Windows. So search whatever software you're interested to exploit, or that you might be interested in that's vulnerable. Now there's another web database you can use called Rapid7. So if I search on the internet for Rapid7, so Rapid7 also has a database. So a vulnerability database where you can search for software that can be vulnerable. So let's say we're searching again for WordPress plugin, and you'll see different vulnerabilities for WordPress plugins. You can click on any of this stuff and get some more information. And in this case, they also show you how to exploit it, it seems. So Rapid7 is another vulnerability search engine that you can use.